What would you do if your faith was tested in the line of those who hated the Catholicism faith? Previously on March Martyrs, I talked to you guys about my confirmation name's sake, Blessed Ignatius Maloyan. This week I'll tell you the story of selfless sacrifice in the late 20th century. This is the story of servant of God, Vincent Capodanno. Vincent Robert Capodanno Jr. was born on February 13th, 1929, in Staten Island, New York, as the youngest child of an immigrant father from Italy and an Italian-American mother. He graduated from Curtis High School in Staten Island on February 4th, 1947, and took classes at Fordham University for a year before entering Maryknoll Missionary Seminary in Ossining, New York in 1949. He was ordained a Roman Catholic priest by Cardinal Francis Spellman on June 14, 1958. Some of Father Capodanno's assigned missions as a missionary were in Taiwan and Hong Kong before returning to the United States to volunteer as a military chaplain in Vietnam when American presence escalated. On December 28, 1965, Father Capodanno was commissioned as a lieutenant in the Navy Chaplain Corps and requested to serve with the Fleet Marine Force in Vietnam. He was known as to be radiating Christ to those who were around him by terminology of Father Raoul Plus, who served as a chaplain in World War I, or, as his fellow Marine companions called him, the Grunt's Padre. On September 4th, 1967, Labor Day of that year, at 4:30 in the morning, approximately 2,500 members of the North Vietnamese Army encountered a few dozen of the 1st Battalion, 5th Marines near Dong Son. Capodanno wanted to help and did so by giving last rites to dying and wounded Marines. He refused medical evacuation after receiving wounds in the hand, arms, and legs before being shot in the early evening. 14 Marines and 2 corpsmen were also killed from his battalion. He is currently buried at St. Peter's Cemetery in Staten Island. On December 27, 1968, word made it to the Capodanno family that Father Vincent would be posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his selfless sacrifice in Vietnam by then Secretary of the Navy, Paul Ignatius. The ceremony was held January 7, 1969. He is venerated as a servant of God in the Roman Catholic faith. His miracle for becoming a blessed was confirmed in 2019 after being credited for healing a Florida woman of multiple sclerosis. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to that short story about Father Vincent Capodanno. I hope you enjoyed the content that I did. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 20. This is a special thank you to 10 subscribers, and here's to 10 more. And I took a quick hiatus from social media, and I will do a special preview on why I chose Father Vincent Capodanno, which you're hearing right now. The reason why I chose Servant of God, Vincent Capodanno, was because I heard the story of him before, and it was during my chosen retreat, and I was captivated by it in a way because my uncle and some of my other family members my other ancestors were in the military. My grandfather served in Vietnam in the Air Force. He was a mechanic, and then my uncle is stationed in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, and he is a lieutenant colonel, I think. I'm not sure, but if not, then he is one of the higher ranks. Soon to retire soon, but there were a lot of family members in my family a lot of ancestors were in the family, in the military, and this was a dedication to the military, in a way. So, Servant of God, Vincent Capodanno, pray for us all, and until then, I'll see you next Thursday. Goodbye.